What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys smash the like button, also subscribe to the channel. Now, I've already done 2 videos about this. The video allegedly I wouldn't do for whatever reason, and that's about Floyd Mayweather's criticism towards Virgil Hunter and Andre Ward saying, I call a spade a spade. Ward didn't win that fight. Now, this is getting beyond Kovalev Ward as a fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? The fight's over. There's nothing you could do. Ward has the belts despite who you won, and people are just constantly taken away from what both of them did. Kovalev and Ward, they both had solid game plans and made the fight. You know what I mean? That's the first step. There's several fights that never even happened that we wanted to see as boxing fans. So this will probably be the last video that I do about it, unless something else major comes up with this topic, because frankly, I got other things to do, and it's pointless talking to some of you idiots regarding this, because it's all about emotion with you. People are like, oh yeah, man, Floyd really got under your skin because he said this about Ward. You love Ward, you love Floyd, you don't know what, like, it's just stupid stuff. At the end of the day, I don't know if you guys realize this. Whether you thought Ward lost, whether you thought Floyd, you hate him, it doesn't matter. Like, this is, my channel's doing great for this month. Like, Ward losing, okay, let's say you thought Ward lost. What's that have to do with my channel? I'm having a great month. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going pretty well for me. I didn't take a loss. No way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand all this emotion. But I had one other thought that I didn't really get to put into the last video, and I tweeted it, and I'm gonna read my caption. And I said, y'all hate Floyd, then he says Ward loses, you value his opinion. Wonder why Floyd supported Ronda Rousey in KO loss and trashed Ward in victory. And then this is my caption. Boxing is full of clowns and politics. Many of you users hate Floyd Mayweather in almost every post, comment section, forum, etc. And it's true. Like, people, I see the same usernames like, oh, Floyd sucks and he's a runner. And now he says one thing you agree with, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, Floyd said he lost, see? You know what I'm saying? But since when do you start caring about Floyd's opinion? For example, I said, you guys, he says one thing that you like in his gospel. See, Floyd said Andre lost to Kovalev. Well, Floyd also said he beat Castillo and De La Hoya. Why didn't you agree with and value his opinion then? It just doesn't make sense. Like I said, he thought he beat Castillo, he thought he beat De La Hoya. And those same people who are now trying to, I guess, make this an issue because Floyd said it, you guys didn't agree with half of what Floyd said his career when he was trying to get Pacquiao to do drug testing. Health comes first. I want this fight on an even playing field. Take the test. You know what I'm saying? You didn't agree with that then. Now all of a sudden he says Ward loses, and it's just everybody's supposed to agree with it because they're Floyd fans. It just, this stuff it sounded ridiculous. Kovalev Ward was a great fight. Shout out to both fighters. Floyd Mayweather is a very skilled and easily an all-time great fighter, but some of you guys are sheep. You look for validation. I don't. I don't need anyone to judge boxing for me or sway my opinion. You do. Floyd is entitled to his own opinion, and so am I. Floyd also said that Robert Guerrero versus Danny Garcia was a draw, or Guerrero won. I didn't see that at all. I thought Garcia won clean. Like, to me, I didn't even think that was really up for debate. You know what I mean? The only person that I seen really debating it was Ruben and Robert Guerrero, right? I didn't really see many other people debating the Garcia fight. I thought it was a clean win for Garcia. Now, if it was Mauricio Herrera or even Lamont Peterson, I'd be like, okay, I understand why people interpret that fight different. But the Guerrero fight, I thought it was pretty easy to call, and Garcia, I thought he won. He was just more effective. He landed, he was pot-shotting, and he just looked good to me in that fight. Pause. So again, I'm not going to just agree with somebody because I think they're a skilled fighter, because I supported something else they said. It's a case-by-case basis. Again, I don't agree that Robert Guerrero beat Danny Garcia. I didn't see that at all. I thought Garcia won clean. To each his own. But I find it ironic that Floyd did a recent interview and was asked about Ronda Rousey after an embarrassing 48-second KO loss to Amanda Nunes, where it appeared she learned nothing from her previous fight and defeat with Holly Holm. Like, her stand-up game didn't look like her and Edmond had improved anything, like improved how to clinch. She tried to clinch, but like Amanda Nunes ragdolled her and just threw her against the cage. That's not a proper clinch, because when Floyd Mayweather got hurt by Shane Mosley, that's the proper clinch, because Shane Mosley couldn't get him off of him. Floyd Mayweather was like, he had a tight grip. That's a real clinch. Or a Klitschko. He has a good clinch too. Ward. That's how you're supposed to clinch. You're supposed to. The whole thing is not so. You're not supposed to clinch someone so loosely that they could just throw you off of them and keep pounding your face. And that's what happened with Ronda Rousey, right? Yet Floyd said stuff like, "Keep your head up, Rousey. 2017, it's a new year. You'll be back. True champions bounce back, etc." And Ronda Rousey was the one who the media and Rousey herself talked shit about Floyd, took shots at Floyd. Rousey was pitted against Mayweather as the female that could whoop Floyd. Rousey even went as far as getting an ESPN award, and on the red carpet, instead of saying, "I'd like to thank God, I'd like to thank my coach, my family," she took a cheap shot and referenced his domestic violence case and said something like, "How does it finally feel getting beat by a woman, Floyd?" You know what I mean? And took a jab at him. Yet Floyd took it easy on her in recent interviews. He did that Fight Hype interview where he's getting in his car and he was like, "You're a true champion, Ronda Rousey. I want her to bounce back." You know what I'm saying? I've interviewed Andre SOG Ward, and he told me Floyd Mayweather was one of his favorite fighters. So even if Floyd had Ward losing to Kovalev, it seems very odd to me that he chose to lash out against Andre Ward and Virgil Hunter the way he did. But kind of took it easy on Ronda Rousey and babied her in his response when he was asked about her KO loss in the press. Weird. And that's what it is. That's how I feel. Because I feel like there's more to it. I don't know what it is. I'm not Floyd. I'm not Leonard Ellerby. I'm not on the money team, so I can't speak to what it is. But that seems weird that you actually you're trashing Virgil Hunter, saying he's horrible and he's a bad trainer, and Andre Ward didn't win the fight. Yet, when it came to Ronda Rousey, the person who viciously was attacking you and taking cheap shots at you, and the media was saying will beat you, that's the person you choose to take it easy on. You know what I mean? That doesn't seem right to me, right? Like, let's say I'm a gang member, I'm a blood, and there's a known Crip who's just been he's been targeting me, trying to do a drive-by, he's trying to get me jumped and all kinds of stuff like that. And then he gets put in the hospital, and another blood gets put in the hospital, and then I choose to go in on the person who's kind of more been on my side, as opposed to the Crip who was really trying to harm me. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense to me. So I think there's more to the story. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a personal beef with Andre Ward. Never liked the guy. Maybe because Ward's being kind of viewed, since Floyd Mayweather has retired, he's being kind of viewed as the number one pound for pound person. The Kovalev fight was a deciding factor. But Ward, at the very least, let's say you said Kovalev won. He didn't get embarrassed in 48 seconds like Ronda Rousey did. There's no way you can even compare those. Ronda Rousey took 2 back-to-back losses, is no longer undefeated, was being built as this machine. Ward wasn't being built as a machine. People were actually saying that Crusher was going to knock him out. You know what I mean? Some people were picking Ward to outbox Crusher. But nonetheless, when you compare Rousey Nunes to Ward Kovalev, completely different scripts. Ward got hurt or whatever, got knocked down, and he did better as the fight progressed. Ronda Rousey, it's like she picked up where she left off in the Holly Holm fight, and literally there were no improvements. But that's the person you kind of go easy, take it lightly on. You know what I mean? The same person that was saying they're gonna beat you. So I don't know what it is. Like I said, I'm not Floyd Mayweather, but maybe Floyd doesn't like anyone, even in his absence, in his retirement, doesn't like anyone getting close to the throne. So he always wants to create that separation by saying Roman Chocolatito, a guy who had his eyes shut when he moved up 3 pounds and fought a champion, unlike Ward, whose eyes weren't shut, right? He's okay with saying he's the number one pound for pound person, even though most real boxing fans, non-HBO, know that he's not, right? He's okay with saying Ronda Rousey, keep your head up, but Ward, who's being looked at as the successor to the Mayweather throne, you're like, oh, Virgil Hunter shit, and Ward didn't win that fight. It's really weird to me. You know what I mean? When I started thinking about it, I'm like, damn, he was really cordial to Ronda Rousey. You know what I'm saying? He was really nice to Ronda Rousey. So I really don't get it. I mean, that's the person that was like going at you. and then you choose to take the high road with that person. It's just like, oh, she'll be back. True champions bounce back. But why aren't you saying any positive words? Even if you said, I thought Kovalev, it's not even just that you said Kovalev won. It's how you said it. You said Kovalev won. I'm calling a spade. Like, you're basically like, I'm just gonna be real with y'all. Ward didn't win that fight, and Virgil Hunter, he's not a good trainer. I need somebody, and you just started going in. So like, even if you said it was a tough fight, Ward showed true grit, and I had Kovalev winning. Ward needs to make this and this adjustment. More constructive criticism, like as to, like, that's what Ward was saying. He's like, be a part of the solution. You know what I mean? You didn't really say what he was doing wrong. It was just like more of a attack. And then, like I said, when it comes to Ronda Rousey, the person who's attacked you, you take the high road with her. You know what I mean? That just, something's up with that. I don't know what it is. Floyd's building a gym in Russia. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe he doesn't want anyone creeping up on because Ward definitely moved up and took a challenge in Kovalev fight. So I don't know. I see Floyd tends to, the people he's fought and stuff, he tends to always be more radical to give them credit. Like, he fought and beat Canelo, so he's like, Canelo's gonna knock out Triple G, which Canelo might be able to beat Triple G. A lot of people are favoring Triple G to beat it, especially if Triple G goes in there and knocks Danny Jacobs out. Easy work. You know what I'm saying? I think you would have to favor Golovkin in that matchup. You know what I mean? Based on the size and strength of Golovkin. But since Floyd fought Canelo, he's quick to big him up. Same thing with Guerrero Garcia, like I said earlier. He hasn't fought Garcia, but he fought Guerrero. So he seemed to be kind of like biased or leaning towards the fighter that he stepped in with. You know what I mean? Like, man, Guerrero was beating Garcia. I didn't see that at all. But this is not like, you can like whatever fighter you like. I like Floyd is saying, I call a spade, and I think he was a little bit aggressive in relation to the Ward Kovalev fight. It was a good fight. It was a tough fight. But why not have any of those encouraging words that you have for Ronda Rousey for Andre Ward, especially a fighter who's never really downed you like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? He said, Floyd's one of my favorites. I learned a lot from Floyd. He changed the landscape and made fighters smarter. I never seen him go in on you, but I've seen Ronda Rousey go in on you, and that's the person you choose to protect. But I don't know, Floyd, maybe he just wants to be this enigma, because I noticed one thing with Floyd is oftentimes it's like he's purposely going against what people expect him to say for whatever reason. I remember the Clippers, Donald Sterling had that racism issue and the tapes leaked. His girlfriend leaked the tapes and he's saying this about black people and obviously lost his job or had to resign or whatever. And people were like expecting like, hey, Floyd, what do you think of Donald Sterling? And Floyd's like, oh, Donald Sterling, I don't know if he's racist. I don't think he's racist. He's always been cool to me. He's always been real cool to me. He gave us free seats and popcorn and let us come to the games. Yeah, but you're how rich you are. You're a minority. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're part of an exclusive secret society. But thing with racism, true racists, is this. Some of them racists, especially in the new social media age, they'll laugh in your face, but really be racist as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, I'm not going to throw any particular race, but let's say there's a guy, right? And you're friends with him, right? And let's say the guy is black and you're black and the guy is not black, right? And then he's good friends with you. And then it comes time to dating his sister. And he doesn't like that. He like, not because you're not a good guy, but like, oh yeah, those black guys they're not trustworthy, or they're dogs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've seen stuff like that where they're small up your face. They listen to rap music and stuff like that, but they really have a lot of racial undertones and innuendos and like stereotypes about certain races. Like, no, you can't date a black guy. The black guys will do this and they just want to take your money and you to be a sugar mama, you know what I'm saying? But they're cool as fuck with black people on their football team or whatever. So, I mean, as far as like the Donald Sterling situation, I'm not impressed because he gave Floyd Mayweather and his millionaire friends like the royal treatment. Is he gonna go to the hood and give them the royal treatment? Or, you know what I'm saying? If somebody was just like a homeless black person came up, you know what I mean? You think he's gonna treat them the same way he treated Floyd Mayweather? So I don't know. It just, I've noticed Floyd has done this for a while with little stuff, like I said, Donald Sterling, or, hey, what about Black Lives Matter? I don't believe in that. I believe in all lives matter. And he just says these controversial things and kind of completely goes against, like, oh, everyone expects him to take a little jab at Ronda Rousey, like, man, you finally won. She wasn't as advertised. And he's like, no, Ronda Rousey, she's a hell of a fighter. Absolutely. True champions will bounce back. I want her to bounce back. I want to teach her. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he takes the high road in certain situations, but when it comes to like Ward Kovalev, which was clearly, like I said, it wasn't, I don't care if you had Kovalev winning, it wasn't as embarrassing as Ronda Rousey, who they built her up to be, versus Ward. A lot of people don't even give Ward credit. So his win over Kovalev, even if you had him losing, is nothing compared to the embarrassment level of Ronda Rousey's 48-second knockout. She got knocked out back to back. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's weird that you choose to give her a pardon. Ward Kovalev, close fight. This is the last video I'm doing about this, unless, like I said, something major comes up. Let me know what you guys think of Floyd Mayweather and his recent statements. Do you think he was being a little harsh on Virgil Hunter and Andre Ward? Do you think the Kovalev-Ward rematch happens? Drop that in the comments section. Make sure you like my video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video. See you go signing up.